I'm Lyra from Fangirlish. Hi.
Hi,
Hey.
Lyra.
Hi, you both look so lovely.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
You too.
Thank you. I put a little black lipstick on. I was like,
I
let's do
love the
something
black
different.
lipstick.
Thank
I love
you.
it. Come on, it's a comic book. If you're not showing up with black lipstick, who are you?
You're inspiring me here.
Oh, so I first question I have is for Stefania. I wanted to ask what motivates Bear to save hybrids at like the core of her?
I think at the core of her, Bear sees a different version of the world uh, that has been lost. People have, we've taken so many wrong turns as a society. I mean, in the show, the great crumble happens, and I think Bear just believes that, well, that's just, of course, the great crumble happened. Like, look at the way that we treated the earth. Look at the way that we treated each other. How could that sustain itself? So I think at the core of it, she wants change. She sees change. She sees these hybrids as a beacon of hope and the catalyst for this change and proof that this is a new way that um, we need to change our perspective and to move forward um, with fresh eyes. And so I think at the core, it's that passion for a different world.
Thank you. And for Dania, about Amy, how did taking Wendy in and like developing this mother-daughter bond like change her?
It changed her completely. She finally figured out her passion. Here she was, as a former therapist trying to help people, and she really didn't even have an understanding of how to help herself, which is probably why she was so miserable in her past life. And it isn't until she meets this little baby, half pig, half human girl, that she really figures out her purpose in life. I have kids of my own, and I know that they change the course of your journey completely. She gave her an understanding of like, okay, so now we're living in this world. She finally had a bit of time on her own to really adapt to a different kind of life. But it isn't really until she meets her and finds that passion, that love for another human being, another species, another purpose for humanity to actually continue to exist, that she really understands what real love, what real passion for living is.
Thank you. And for Stefania, what did Bear feel when the tribe kind of like abandoned her and like turned their back on her?
I mean, yeah, she felt abandoned. She, yeah, felt betrayed. That's kind of, I mean, she created the army with good intentions and um, for change. But I think the in the end, the animal army kind of takes a turn, and I think the perspectives go in two separate ways, and they lost the why of what they're doing. They get lost in just fighting, and so even though it's a loss, it ends up being a gift because she doesn't actually lose the mission. Is just transformed and evolved, like all of us do as human beings. We all change and shift, and we have to let go of things and shed skin to kind of move forward.
And we need each other, as human beings. We do rely on each other, and I think this is another beautiful thing. It's a message that the series really kind of teaches you, and you could be a part of it. I think for I know that I related to your character Stefania Bear, just because I know I went through a time where like all I wanted was to figure out family, and so when you feel like you find your family, and then you realize, oh wait, the purpose of me creating this was something different than what it turned out, and now you've been left alone again. There's a void there. So it really starts within yourself, like loving yourself and figuring yourself out. And if you can get to a good place with that, then you can figure out who your best family is, who is going to be your core. So it's beautiful to see you go through that journey and then end up with Jeb and with Gus, Sweet Tooth in the show, and like really realize what real support in life should feel like.
Yeah, and she finds her true family and that love. So true.
I love this concept of found family that is in Sweet Tooth, because that's been my experience. Found family, some reason, like it's stronger. It really is stronger. And I wanted to ask about Amy, and what lengths is she willing to go for her found family, not just for her daughter, but for the other hybrids that she's basically adopted.
I mean, she will stop at nothing to not only get them back, but also to protect them. And it'll be a really interesting journey for me to even continue to evolve through and continue to find out, hopefully in seasons to come, because like Bear, and like the animal army, it's sometimes easy to lose your path, to lose your way. And maybe you start off when you get hurt. You end up, your defense mechanisms come up, and then you end up losing sometimes your way. I hope that she doesn't, but if she does, then it's just a different way of looking at the world, and maybe an opportunity for her to learn.
Okay, thank you so much, both of you, for taking the time out of your day to speak with me. Like I said earlier, you both look lovely. Stefania with your suit, and then you with your like orange dress. Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, and have a good day, and good luck with all the other interviews.
Rock on with that black lipstick.
Thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.